Welcome to Magic Tarot. I have another pick a card for you all. What is happening in this connection right now? So you have three piles, one, two, and three. The timestamps will be down below. So let's start with the reading. The first pile, you have the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, Strength, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. So, what is happening in this connection right now? Let me just strength here. Okay, so what is happening in this connection right now? With the King of Wands, with the King of Wands, I think you're dealing with a particular person who at first appeared very charming, okay, very who lives in the future or who basically plans out for the future. He's someone who's very charismatic. He's someone who has a lot of followers. The way he talks to people, he can actually go about selling them their idea or whatever he believes in. Once he starts talking, everybody will start going to believe in his ideas, in the way he functions, in the way he actually lives his life. So he's someone who's very charming. So I think right away you were very much attracted to this particular person, and you probably thought they were the one for you. Okay. And with the King of Wands, it also talks about, but then I think over a period of time, you started to realize that they are more about themselves than it is about this particular relationship. So this particular person is someone who loves himself a little too much, or he's always a priority. Okay, he is a priority for himself. And when it compares to you, you feel like somewhere compared to them, you feel like you do not have that much importance in their life. So the King of Wands is someone, and he also believes that he has so much of power over you that you are always going to remain in the palm of their hands. So I think what happened here is you, after a point of time, you started to realize that for themselves they are very much important. So they are the first, or they are a priority for themselves, and you come later on. You are like the second person in their life. Okay. So with the King of Wands, I think you are dealing with someone who is like that. And with the Six of Swords, what I feel is you've decided to leave this particular situation, decided to walk away from this situation. You are traveling away from them. And this has given, during this point of time, what I feel is there's been a lot of baggage, but as you travel away from them, you're taking this baggage along with you as well. So you have a lot on your mind right now. And I think many people did not see the situation as for what it was. But with the Strength card, I think you have, this situation has gone about making you a lot more stronger. It has also gone about making you realize that you have the willpower and determination to walk away from something that was, that actually did not give you, or that just you realize, like walking away from someone that you at one point of time loved was the biggest strength that you needed. So it has given you a confidence, like now you can overcome any situation in your life. Because if you can walk away from someone like this, and someone that you felt you really loved, I think it is like making has made you realize that you're a lot more stronger than you actually believed yourself to be. And with the Lover's card, I also think this person somewhere, you serving them, making them happy, trying to be giving in this relationship brought about, like, you brought about a fact that you started to realize that you were losing yourself. And somewhere this person has taught you, the King of Wands, or that person actually taught you how to place yourself first, to make yourself a priority as well. So with the Lovers card, I also feel like they also somewhere made you realize that how important it is to not lose yourself in a particular relationship, and have that stand, have your own individuality in a relationship. So they have taught you that, and you have walked away, you are wanting to, or you have walked away from this particular situation. And I think people are starting to see that and starting to admire you for the strength, because with the Six of Wands, it is someone like, people are actually com- um, actually commending, or you can say, they are by your side, and they are seeing the reality of this particular situation. They are seeing that they are actually celebrating your strength, okay, your victory to walk away from this particular situation, because it needed a lot more courage for you to walk away. But then with the Lover's card, I also feel like probably, what you feel like was someone, that this person was your true love, you have someone else out there for you, okay. So with the Lover's card, once you start putting yourself first and start making yourself a priority, you are going to attract someone into your life who is going to give you the same, okay. So but then with this Six of Wands, I also feel like there's going to be some form of victory for you, some form of public recognition. And I think overall in this particular situation, there were people involved, and those people are starting to see the situation as it is, okay, or what the reality is of the situation. So that's it for pile number one. Let's move ahead with pile number two. So you have the Temperance card, Ten of Cups, Five of Wands, Three of Cups, and the last card that you have is the Three of Wands. So what's happening in this particular relationship? I think right away I can tell you that with the Five of Wands, there were a lot of people involved in this particular situation. People, it can be his family, or your friends, or his friends, or just people for that matter, okay. There has been a lot of involvement from others into this relationship. So instead of this being a relationship between just two people, a lot of nosing around, a lot of like getting into your relationship, there have been people who are like, where they are putting their foot into something that where they do not belong, okay. So there is been a lot of people in this particular relationship, rather than just this relationship being between you and him, it's been like a relationship about so many people. So that is what is happening. So there are too many people involved in this relationship. And with the Three of Cups, it also talks about celebration, but it also talks about third party situation. So there must the again, it is like enhanced by this card that there have been other people involved. So with the Three of Cups, it can also be another person getting involved in this particular relationship. And because of which, what I feel is like you have decided to walk away from this situation. Okay, you are deciding to walk away from this particular situation, and I think you are just looking at future. How do I tell you? You are deciding to walk away, or you are deciding to take a new path in your life. And this new path, okay, you are not taking up with a negative, what do you say? Like, not with a negative thought. Okay, there's a lot. You feel like, the path that you would be taking right now, or because there's no going back. With the Three of Wands, you have decided that you're not going to go back to the old situation, to the old person. You're not going to go back. So you've decided to move ahead in life, and this going ahead in life is coming with a lot of positivity. Okay, so you are stepping forward in your life with a lot of positive energy, and that is actually a very right way to move away from anything that is not serving you. And with the Temperance card, as you walk away, as you decide to embark on a new journey, this can be either to on a new project, or this can just be relating to, finding a new journey for yourself, or finding a new passion, or for that matter a new career, anything, it can be that. And with the Temperance card, what I feel is this has required a lot of patience from your side. But what is going to happen is, as the Temperance card also talks about healing, it also talks about balance in life. Okay, so right now, just take time, put yourself first. Temperance card also talks about setting boundaries, setting healthy boundaries, and concentrating on yourself, concentrating on healing yourself. Prioritize yourself, heal yourself, and over a point of time, okay, in your future, you have the Ten of Cups. So just because this thing went wrong, okay, does not mean you do not have that Ten of Cups in your future. All this is behind. That is the Five of Wands and the Three of Cups. All this is behind, and what your future holds is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups talks about a happy family, a happy, just a very fulfilled life, living a very fulfilled life where you are satisfied with yourself, satisfied with how things have turned out, having a happy family, having all those relationships, or all the right kind of relationships that just bring you a lot of happiness. And with the Temperance card, this requires you to have patience with yourself. It's going to take time to overcome a particular situation. Have patience, and you are going to live a life which is of Ten of Cups. You are going to have your happily ever after. Okay, so with the Temperance card, what I want to tell you is, put yourself first, concentrate on healing yourself, and then move ahead. Okay, so that's it for pile number 2. Let's move ahead to the last pile. We have the first card, the Emperor. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the last card is the Chariot. Okay, so the person that you're dealing with, okay, is someone who is not very open about his emotions. Okay, he's not someone who's emotional. He will, you have that difficulty in, you you actually face difficulty in just making sure that he opens up, or for the fact that he talks about his feelings. So the Emperor card is someone who does not talk about his feeling, who will not show you how he feels, who will not express it. Okay, so he does not want to come across as someone who's emotional, and he is also like that. He is not a very emotional person. But what I feel is he's been through a lot and he's learned all these hard lessons in life, these hard ups and downs that have come about in his life, has made him this rigid and a strong person. And he's sometimes so strong that him, instead of showing the vulnerable side of himself to you, I mean, like, you want him to show you that side where, like, I mean, like, if he does not show that side to you, how are you going to trust yourself with him? Okay, your vulnerable side with him. So you want him to open up about his feelings. You want him to just for one moment let go of that rigid exterior, that stock exterior, where he's like, he is someone who is a kind of person who does not, I mean, like, you look at his face, and no matter what they're going through, you will not be able to figure out like what is going on in their mind, what are they thinking, what are they feeling. They will never show it on their face. So with the Emperor, he's someone, the kind of person that you're dealing with is someone who does not show any form of emotions. Like, you cannot figure out by their face or by the way they handle something, you cannot figure out what they are going through. And they are someone who do not open up about what they have been through or what they are going through. So I think that is giving you a hard time. And with the Four of Cups, you have distanced yourself from things that bring you pleasure, but there has been an offer, a love offer from someone. During this point of time, there's been an offer from someone, but then what I feel is you're waiting for an offer from someone else. So this offer that you has come your way, you are not happy about it, or that is not bringing you pleasure. Okay, whoever has offered you, this can be the person that I'm actually talking about, maybe the Emperor itself, who is, you know offered you, or it can be someone. But I feel like if you're dealing with this person, what I feel is the offer has not come from his side, but rather it has come from someone else, because like I told you, he's not someone who's very emotional. So what I feel, an offer has come to you from someone else, but that is not going to satisfy you. That is not satisfying you actually. So that's the reason you are not paying them any attention. And I feel like right now you are concentrated on building your wealth, okay? Building your status, building your career, for that matter, where you can go about. With the Four of Pentacles, it talks about, just building, for that matter, trying to keep aside, trying to reserve, keep aside a certain amount of money, wealth, for that matter, for yourself. So you are, I think, busy in doing that for yourself, or you are. But then, with the Four of Pentacles, what I feel is you need to learn to be a little more open handed, little more giving, for that matter. Okay, so what I feel like, either that person is someone who is not being very expressive with their emotions, but you also need to be able to just, because you're concentrating on your pentacles, what I feel is just be a little more giving. And with the Eight of Wands, what I feel is there's a lot of changes happening right now, major changes that are taking place. And things are just moving so quickly, so fast, you're not able to figure out what is happening in your life. And there's a lot of communication coming your way as well, from people, so this offer that came your way probably came through a form of communication, either from some form of text, email, um, anything which just comes fast. So that is what is happening. So there are major changes happening in all areas of your life. And with the chariot, what I feel is you are moving ahead, there's some form of victory. So I feel with the emperor, you might probably get him to open up about his feelings. Okay. um, and maybe this is not the four of pentacles. I think may not be your energy, it might be their energy that they are holding. Okay, holding, but they need to be more giving of everything in life for that matter. So I feel like probably this emperor has offered you, and with the chariot there's some form of victory coming your way. There's like a forward movement with the chariot, there's a forward movement. So I think they are going to come your way with this offer, and things are going to progress in a much smoother way, I feel, with the chariot. So that's it for pile number 3. It seemed a little sketchy, I mean, like, uh, the reading, the third pile reading was a little quite, I mean, like, we couldn't figure out what really is happening. But then I feel with the emperor, I do not, I'm not able to figure out whether it is your energy or their energy. But I feel like, you know, someone has offered you some form of cup, basically some form of relationship. Someone, it has come from someone else, and you're expecting from someone else. So I'll just sum it up like that, that you have got an offer, and you're dealing with someone who is like the emperor, who's not very expressive. So that's it for pile number 3. But then you are going to have some form of victory in the future. Okay, thank you.